Keep your toes below your nose.
Low down country tunes.
Yes, sir, brother.
That's how it be here in the hayseed swapping, toothpick mocking South. Hell yeah. Yeah, brother.
Dick chair rocking. Take my guitar, get it out the screen.
How y'all fellas doing this fine morning?
It's like our third time doing country, but
Well,
now we got McGuire.
McGuire on the talk show. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome, my
Tip
friend.
my hat to you, sir.
What if I bent the setup word?
I was gonna say that's not. There you go.
Now
Now you're Mexican.
Arriba.
I was gonna say it, but I wasn't sure if I could say it on the time.
We can make some racially insensitive jokes, just not like bad ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Editor, cut that out. But welcome to the talk show, my good friend.
Thank you.
You are
It's good
one
to
of
be
our
here.
first guests in season 2.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard. Abroad? Aboard? Who knows where we are right now?
Abode.
A down?
Tell us.
About, across,
Tell
underneath.
our audience how you came here. I don't know, because we just sit here in this basement and all of a sudden you just show up.
I drove.
Hell yeah. Drove
Very
your
epic.
Pontiac pickup.
I mean, you kind of like annoyed me for like 3 weeks and was like, "Yo, get on the talk show," and I was like, "I can't." And then eventually, I was like, "He's not gonna stop until I go on."
No, I
So.
didn't. And here he is.
Now I'm here.
We were gonna
And
have.
Is it so bad, really?
No, it's not that bad.
If I dump water on your crotch, will it be bad?
I would be a little bit sad, but I'd get over it. You know.
That's the name of this episode. If I dump water on your garage.
No.
We were gonna have 2 guests today, but then old Two-Eyed Bill
Passed
bit
away.
the dust.
Didn't make it.
That's right.
He kicked the bucket.
Unfortunately,
In fact, the bucket's like all the way over there now. He kicked it so far away.
that's right. Whoa, it is way over there.
Pretty impressive.
This episode is not to be mistaken for our cowboy episode. That was back in season 1. This is our country farmer episode.
Totally
Isn't it?
different.
But yeah, welcome back. Today, we're just
That is, I don't trust.
boing. We're just jumping in and having a good old fashioned episode. And what is a good old fashioned episode without some old fashioned fashion questions?
Ah,
So
Fashion.
you guys want to just go ahead and jump in?
Speaking of fashion,
Just farm up those questions, like let them grow up, and then cook them in a pot of boiling water and slurp them up. Yes, sir.
that's
Sure.
like a country thing to say. Like you can cook anything in the country, and it's good.
Exactly.
It makes
Fair.
no sense.
Precisely.
before we do
Oh,
questions,
okay. Before we
you
do
said
questions.
fashion questions. And
Mhm.
speaking of fashion, I just have to point out that once again, we have some exposed skin there.
Exposed knee.
Very scandalous.
Well, this is something to point out because these jeans weren't ripped when I purchased them.
And you
They-
can tell because the other knee isn't ripped.
Exactly. Usually they're like the double ripped, or they're like the kind of halfway ripped, and there's like some threads in between them. I made this rip myself. I went and gnawed and ripped the jean off.
Impressive.
And then over here we have the man with 7 pairs of identical pants.
The
Yes.
invincible pants.
Yes.
That's the way that like Elon Musk does it. Identical pants.
It's the way to go. I mean, because if you're too lazy to change one day, you know, not saying that I do this.
They'll
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's a very distinct difference in the pants that I wear, like between this one and my other like 8 pairs. They're all very different. You guys just don't take the time to notice. This is a very different shade. My other ones are a lot lighter, and then I have some with like different pockets and different brands. But
So I need to take more notice of your pants. Is that what you're saying?
well, it's up to you. I mean, if you really want to
First
look
I'm
into
pouring
it,
water on his crotch, and now it's the pants.
yeah, what the heck?
What do McGuire's legs have that you don't? Moving on.
27 stitches.
Hell yeah. First question of the day comes from Megan, who we had on the talk show a while back.
Which one?
I guess you'll find out. It was the Christmas special, Megan.
Mm.
If you could kill someone with a musical instrument, which instrument would be your weapon of choice?
Ooh.
Guitar?
I it is a goal in my life eventually to smash a guitar on somebody. So yes.
But they like, if they break on like a stage, how are they gonna like kill someone? I feel like you wouldn't be able to finish the job. with
Electric guitar.
Like, then
Yeah,
you
those
Whole
are-
body.
does lightning
Ooh.
damage as well?
guitar.
Get the extra
It took
the
me a second. I
electrical-
was like, hold on a
the
minute.
Or like one
electrical
of those
damage.
two neck guitars. You know what I'm talking? Like the really thick ones.
Yeah.
You could like take it and just smash it.
Ooh.
That would really hurt.
I think an accordion would be good, like nunchucks. Like, get them with an accordion, and it'd be pretty fire.
I don't know. I feel like my choice would be a flute because it's just like a solid pipe.
Shake it with a flute.
Well, you could also just
Stuff it down
it could
the
also
throat.
be used for like blunt force.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like the flute would be a decent instrument, or like a trombone or something. Like something that's just so big
Yeah.
that like
A tuba.
if it fell on you while you were
Yes.
playing it, it would kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
A
Yeah.
grand piano.
gee.
Classic, like snap the rope and it and then falls on them and makes that sound. You guys know we don't have to wear these hats the whole episode,
I
right?
actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. But I guess that's our answer. If we were musical murderers, then you could see us coming a mile away. Next question: what's your favorite word to randomly use for fun, even if it makes no sense in a conversation and or sentence?
Indubitably, it's my favorite.
Indubitably it is, sir.
I've used it many times. and
Yes.
it's my favorite random word.
Just randomly agree with everybody.
Yes.
Indubitably.
Yes.
Is dubitably also a word? Because it's like
Outdubitably?
indubitably is like it's like almost inherent. It's going to happen, right? It's like
Outdubitably?
outdubitably,
Exdubitably.
ex
That's a hard word to say. Exdubitably.
indodubitably, exodubitably, what dubitably.
Exdubitably.
Yes.
Dublitably.
Whoa. You can tell you're a country bumpkin when you can't say indubit. You know the thing.
You just called me a bumpkin.
Yes.
That's a good word. Bumpkin.
Bumpkin. Bumpkin. Any word that ends in kin is usually pretty good, except the word kin itself. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Lumpkin County.
Yes, a lumpkin. I think if anyone is a lumpkin, it's you. You're more of a bumpkin. He's more of a lumpkin.
I don't know whether to be complimented or insulted.
That's kind of the idea.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
another good word? I don't use random words. There's just a lot of good words.
Yes.
If it's my favorite random word recently, I would have to say flibberty gibbet.
Flibberty gibbet.
It works. Oh, my
Oh.
bad.
Where'd
Sorry,
that come?
Bill.
Where'd that come from? Where'd flibberty gibbet arrive from?
I have no idea.
Idea.
I do.
Idea's good. Yeah. Well, words are fun, guys, but we're not going to go into a whole other words episode because we have more questions. The next question comes from Liam, that schmuck. Schmuck's a good one. His question is: what incident made you laugh most in life?
Is
In your
birth.
in your whole life, what incident made you laugh the most? It's a very broad question, I will say.
Very tough question.
Yeah.
Memory and all that, you know.
Oh, I actually know.
Oh
Go
yes.
for it. Story time with McGuire.
Okay. So, I'm a Boy Scout, so I go to Boy Scout summer camps, right? So
That's hilarious, dude.
yeah, it's just
Oh, anyway. Oh, yeah, there's more. Okay.
yes, there's more. They're 5 days long, and I think it was either my first or my second Boy Scout camp. I went with a bunch of guys that were around my age and quite funny,
Yeah.
and all the places that you sleep, it's either a A-frame tent with 2 cots in it. Well, that's what our campsite had, and we would fit 7 people in one tent.
It's a packed tent.
It
Whoa.
was packed. We would have 2 on
That's
each
like
cot.
Snuggle.
Then we would have 2 people sitting, and then we would have a trunk in the middle, and we would play cards. And then we'd also
Nice.
have one person in a hammock strung in the tent.
Inside the top
Inside
of
the tent, yeah, it was really cool. It took us like 20 minutes to figure out how we could like run the strap to where we could like set up the hammock
Not break the tent.
and not break. Yeah, but we eventually did figure it out.
That's dope.
But literally the only 2 games we would play were President and Hearts, and the entire time we would just be making jokes, and I've never laughed harder. It was one of the best weeks of my life. So yeah,
That's
dope.
great.
it was very fun.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Indubitably. You, Carter, do you have any incident? What in your whole life? What made you laugh more harder than anything else?
I'm so bad at recalling stories, but actually, McGuire, can I get a refill?
Yeah, I got you.
Just a little, keep
To the left.
tipping, keep tipping.
Take it back now, y'all.
There we go. Stop. Thank you, sir.
Get that last drop in there.
Can you recall?
I can't say that's made me laugh the most, but one that always comes to mind is just, I'm a big fan of slapstick humor and people like falling.
Very
So-
funny.
Yeah.
So I have a great moment. In year 3 trip, we were playing classical tag out on a field, and my boy Julian was running across the field, and no one was around him, and he straight up face planted, like running,
Yeah.
bop, stood up, looked around to see if anybody saw him, kept running.
Wow.
Funniest day of my
And you
life.
saw him, but he didn't think anyone saw him.
Exactly. I was laying on the ground. It was humorous.
Was that at
It was with the Williamsburg.
Monticello? Did you guys play classical tag at
I think we did.
Monticello?
I think
Because
this-
that field was like 4 acres big, and literally like the people who got chosen for taggers literally just ended up
Gave
going and
up.
like sitting next to the parents and being like, I can't do this. Like,
So budge. That's right.
it's very funny.
When the boundaries are too large. You know
What
what's
about you?
a good fun game to have large boundaries for though? Capture the flag. Like
Very
capture the flag
true.
in like a large wooded section.
Very true.
Yes, you have to have
Is
different terrain. It can't be flat. That's the whole
No.
point.
Yeah. It can't be flat because I'm not that fast.
Yeah, you need stuff to like hide behind and like stealth.
Precisely.
And
There's
you
a
need
park.
buttons.
There's a park next to my house. That's perfect for capture the flag. It has like, at the halfway point. There's a creek and there's 2 bridges that you have to cross, or you have to jump over the creek.
That's
There's woods up on this
awesome.
side. There's a huge baseball field down here, and there's like a playground. It's
Oh, bro, we're doing that
it's
soon.
really fun.
Coming soon to McGuire's neighborhood near you.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I've done camps there, and that's how I figured out that it's perfect for capture the flag. Because
Because only 2 fords. There's only 2 crossings to the river.
well, you can jump over the creek, but there is a chance that you'll fall in the
It's
creek.
right.
So it's a risk that you have to choose that
Risk
you're gonna
That's
take.
dope.
Yeah, it's really.
So when
cool.
you're going back with the flag, people might not want to follow you over the creek.
Yeah, and it becomes like a strategy, and there's also like a there's like a really big I think it's not the Chattahoochee. It might be like a runoff stream of the Chattahoochee, but it's like probably 10 feet wide or something like that. But it's not super deep. But there's like on the far end of the field, there's like a little beach that you can get to, and you can put your flag there, so people can cross the
Nice.
creek. They'll have to get wet, but they can cross it, go up in the woods, come back here, and then stealth it back to the base. It's really
Yes.
cool. Yeah.
I think we have to do this now.
I want to do this now.
Go down yonder on the Chattahoochee. We stealing flags. Yeah. Capture the flag is fun. That leads to kind of one of my funniest moments. I don't think this is the funniest moment, but my memory is currently struggling. When I was way back in the middle school, which was the dark ages, we used to have PE, right? Physical
Where was this?
Education.
Was it at a different school?
Yeah, it was at a
Okay.
different school. And they had like a big gym and everything. But no, there was one time when we had they had the dodgeball bag, right? But they were
Classic.
doing this. Like they had this end of the year event things where they had a bunch of tanks of helium inside the storage room because they were filling up a bunch of balloons for the end of the year celebration, which was right around the corner, right? So we made a couple buddies like, what's a good idea? Fill the dodgeballs with helium instead. And so we put helium inside the dodgeballs,
I actually don't know where this is going.
and they went up to the roof of the storage room, and they couldn't get them down for like the rest of
They
the year.
actually floated
And that
away.
is how I, the weakling who always get picked for last for dodgeball, avoided dodgeball for like the last 5 weeks of class.
Wow.
Yeah,
See what you
it
should.
wasn't my idea, but I took part in it.
What you
That's
should have
great.
done is you should have filled them like half with air, half with helium, so that you could throw them really, really hard, and they'd kind of like float in the air and go exactly where you want them to. Or you could like
Then they're easy to
bounce them
dodge.
off the ground and then they would kind of like rise.
That's
That
cool.
would be really cool.
But yeah, like the PE coach, like she came in and like emptied out the bag and all the balls went.
How did the
Straight up.
bag not float to the ceiling? Were only some of them filled with helium?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, I'm
Okay.
not sure when
Years
you're
ago.
holding the bag, it's gonna float away. But
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, because all the dodgeballs were like these little round balls who had like little points in them, and all you do is just stick the helium thing in there.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
terrific.
And we did like 5 minutes before class, and it was a dodgeball day. And she was like, "Intro
I thought when
And since-
you originally said that, I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, and we just like leaked all the helium out, and everyone's voices just got really high.
That'd
That
be
would have been
fun.
even more fun.
That would have been really funny.
Put in the air duct system, and everybody in the school's just like,
Yeah. I didn't know until like this year that you could just take a balloon full of helium, and go, and then like talk like
Did you
really
know
high.
That's how people do it. It lasts for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Did you know there's a gas that's like opposite to helium? It's like heavier than air, and if you breathe it in, your voice gets really, really deep.
really,
That's a
Yeah.
thing.
that'd be
Yeah.
sick.
I don't know what the gas is called,
I gotta
but
give me some of that.
it's really cool.
Of the lowest of voices.
It's even lower than that. You straight up sound like Corpse.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
He exists.
Dude, imagine Corpse just has like a system where he's just like inhaling that stuff like every 6 seconds, so that he just has a really deep voice.
That's his trick. It's a secret.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. What do you doubt most about society right now? What feels like the most unstable to you?
Its ability to survive.
Just in general, society as a whole. Well, what's like one aspect? I feel like I'm a little nervous about the currency system currently.
Currency currently.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah.
The currency. But I feel like
Trademark pending.
money's not getting worth as much. Inflation is whack. Yeah, it's the most immediate thing that affects me. So, and if that's not the base, then prices are going up. So either way, money's not worth as much.
Yeah.
Our money isn't worth as much, I guess.
Yeah, of course. That's what I mean.
I don't trust the government.
No,
Government mega sus. Always has been, always will be.
just about the most southern thing you can say.
Even with
I
the
don't
person
trust
that
the
I would
government.
like in office, it's still sus.
Yeah.
I still don't like it.
Right,
Yeah.
because there's so much they could do.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. They could just be like, "Hey, we're just gonna like steal you." And
Steal
could-
you?
and you could literally do nothing about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send a bunch of agents with their big blast shields.
You said agents?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you say.
Yeah, I heard you said Asians.
Asians.
I heard you say send a bunch of Asians, and I was like, what?
I did say agents for the record. How high tech do we think the government really is? Do we think the government has like secret technology that they're like not showing the citizens, and they're like
Yes.
actually like super sophisticated stuff?
Not
Not-
in general, but there's
what
a couple
level?
things.
I don't
There's gotta be.
There are definitely things that like I don't think they have anything that like we can't wrap our minds around. But they definitely have like technology
They've
that
already
like,
had like portals.
but like think about like the stealth plane, right? Like they held that from the people because if they didn't, then like Russia and other countries would have stolen like the technology.
Right.
So they held that from us, but it's not like unfathomable that there's a plane that like can appear on radar smaller than it actually is.
Yeah.
So I think they have stuff that they're not telling us because they don't want other countries to steal it, but I don't think they've invented like teleportation where it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like I can't wrap my mind around
Like
it.
in
Like,
Rick
that's
and Morty
crazy.
when they build the giant like platform when the president like, comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Teleportation.
Then there's just Rick.
And then there's just like
Boink.
and then there's just like all the different weapons that are hidden in the White House. So they have to like, say keywords and like pop out and stuff. That's probably true.
No, that definitely is
The
true.
White House and like stuff is probably weaponized to the president's. Like,
I talked to
That'd be funny.
a while back. I actually went on Air Force One, and while
been on it?
I while it was landed, yeah, because I don't know how my mom or dad knew the pilot, but somehow they met one of the pilots, and he was like, "Yeah, if you want a tour, we're giving a tour to like 100 people or something like that," and
That's
we
freaking
were
awesome.
part of the group. And I was asking the pilot, and I was like, "So like, do you guys have any like anti-air, like anti-missile, anti-blah blah blah,
Yeah.
like defense systems?" And he's like, "Actually, I can't like tell you that." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, that means yes."
That's classified.
Yeah, he said it was classified, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
can check that off my bucket list." I
That's
asked a
right.
classified question.
That's sick.
That's a good bucket list item.
Yeah.
Ask a question, they're like, sorry, classified.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are also like giant like filing rooms beneath all the government buildings that have like all the stuff marked out.
I'm sure they definitely have like secret archives somewhere.
Right.
Although it's probably all computerized.
No, but they that's what I'm saying. They have the file rooms to like save it in case the computers are wiped,
I don't feel
Right.
like they're that.
like by cyber attack. That's like
I
the most
don't-
likely kind of attack currently.
I don't feel like they're that intelligent.
That's like the
I
classic
agree
thing
with
you
that.
see. Like if we can't save it, print it, get it with us, leave.
But that's like
I don't think they have that much stuff printed and saved away in case.
I
it
feel
gets
like they
deleted.
might not have
That's what I'm
gotten
saying, I
rid
think
of
it's
stuff,
surprise.
but they're definitely not making new files.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like-
Anything currently that's all digitized, they're not printing it.
Yeah,
just in case.
that's if they kept what was on paper.
Sounds good to me. Well, yeah, society whacked, and so is the government, you know? Our next question comes from Grace. Which form of skating do you prefer?
I don't skate.
What does she mean? Is it like roller
Ice.
skating, ice
There's
skating,
so
Yeah.
many forms. Yeah.
just regular skating, skateboarding? What do you prefer?
I have my top two and then my bottom one forever.
Okay.
My bottom one forever will always be ice skating.
No.
It is just awful.
Ice skating is my favorite form of
I
skating.
hate ice skating so much.
Because I can't skate any other.
Do we have all three? Ice skating. I like roller skating, and you like skateboarding.
Skateboarding and sock skating.
Oh, like on hardwood floor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
that's over. That's way
Yeah.
over ice skating. Ice
Yes.
skating's number 2.
You come down the stairs and there's just a stretch of floor in front of you, and you just
My friend has like that artificial like plasticky wood in his house.
Yeah.
That's like really slick, and you could slide like 20 feet across it. It's so fun.
But that's the thing. Like everybody does it, but nobody thinks about it. And then sometimes you do it, and people stare at you, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I do that too."
Yeah.
Skating wild.
Sock skating. I don't think I've ever heard it called that.
Yeah, that's why I needed him to jog my memory as well.
I don't know what happened. That's just what it's called.
I feel like I've never heard that, but like just from the name, I could like deduce
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, you immediately like, oh yeah.
I just always thought it was sock sliding. I didn't consider it a form of skating. But I guess it is because you don't need wheels because ice skating, right? It's just slipping and sliding.
So what classifies something as skating?
Is a slip and slide skating? Like
It's sliding.
no,
It's
because
in the name.
but so you're sliding across the floor with your socks. The metal is sliding across the ice.
So what classifies
I don't know,
something
'cause
as
you also have
skating versus sliding?
Because you also have skateboard, which is totally different because it's got wheels.
Uh-huh.
Right.
What's the difference between a roller skate and a roller blade?
Roller blade has the 4 wheels in a row. Roller
Oh.
skate has 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think roller blading is still considered under skating as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a
Although
different
it's
type
cooler
of
if you
roller
say
skating.
I'm a blader.
Yeah.
So would that make rip
Beyblades.
sticking a type of skating?
Yes.
I think.
Because it's on 2
Yeah,
wheels. and
I would say it is.
But I don't think scootering is skating
No.
because you have a handle.
Hold on, wait.
So it's just feet.
Would
right?
it be the separation of your feet that classifies something as skating?
Because skateboards though, those connected
But your feet aren't connected in any way.
via the skateboard. You don't like change feet positions usually.
But that is like the main way. Like when you say skating, skateboard is like the first thing I think
Right.
of. So that
So
would
something without a handle, controlled by your feet.
You're by your balance. Yeah.
yes, that sounds right.
Heelys.
Yes.
Heelys-
Heelys count.
I had one pair of Heelys and they were
Really?
too small for
Oh.
me. Yeah, they were like hand me downs or something.
Were they
and
cool though?
yeah, they were really cool. Yeah,
I want to bring Heelys.
but I never
back.
got good at them.
Yeah.
I've wanted to buy a pair for like the past like 3 years.
Yeah.
Just so I could like get really good at Heelys
And
and
bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah.
Hashtag.
I
bring
remember
Heelys
them
back.
being really, really uncomfortable because there's no bounce to the wheel. Like every time you step, it like slams into
Your-
the ground and
yeah.
your heel just like your knees get like a shock.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
hurts to wear them. You can only wear them for small periods of time,
So a hoverboard skating as well.
Yes.
technically.
But a
By
mo-
our
but a
definition.
mo- But a
no,
moped is not.
Hoverboard is not skating.
But a
A
moped.
moped you have handles.
That's why I got.
No, hoverboard is not skating if it's motorized.
Can't be motorized.
It's you.
Are
it's-
there unmotorized hoverboards?
Okay.
That's just a skateboard.
Yeah.
You can't have an
No.
unmotorized hoverboard.
No, because skateboards
There's also those
wheels are
things-
facing this way. Hoverboards wheels are facing this way and roll this way.
Right, but if it's not motorized, it doesn't work.
Oh, but like the whole point of a hoverboard, like the whole like thing that makes it work is it
There are-
balances itself
there's-
electronically.
Right. So
No,
yeah,
but there's
I'm
those
saying
things-
skating doesn't have.
There's
motor
those things
and,
with
like,
a single wheel that you have a platform on either side
One
that aren't
wheels.
motorized. One wheel. That
Those
One
are-
wheels
those are
are
motorized.
motorized.
are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
How
then
do-
there
how
are
do you
also
think that
motorized
works?
skateboards.
Balance forward and backward.
And it goes
Just
zipping
be
at
good at it.
20 miles an hour.
Is
On
unicycling
flat ground.
skating?
On flat ground.
Is unicycling skating because you have no hands?
But you have a seat.
Is well, that,
Does-
no, the definition was
Yeah.
no motor, no
yeah,
handle,
but,
no
but,
seat,
but
no
now,
seat.
but
No
now,
seat,
But now
okay.
we have to
no
clarify.
seat, no motor, no handle. What about like a block of wood, just like sliding down a hill on a no tobogganing?
Mhm.
That's skating.
If you're
Technically,
standing on it,
Oh no, I was gonna say water skiing, but you're using your hands to like get pushed
If you
by boat.
stand on a toboggan, you're skating.
Technically,
that's
wakeboarding.
surfing.
Technically, wakeboarding.
Is
would-
surfing skating? Wait,
wave skating. That's what it is.
wait.
and wakeboarding, like on like a boat, would be a type of skating as well.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, wake skating and surf skating.
So,
Hmm. I don't like that.
I do like that.
maybe
That's dope.
maybe it has to be on land.
I kind of enjoy adding water to it.
I think water skating.
Yeah. Wave skating. You're like, dude, I'm a wave.
Why does
skater.
water skating sound like it's a thing?
That's what I was thinking. What is water skating?
Is
That's
it a
not
thing?
Water
It's not a
skating.
thing.
We need
The
to.
more I say it, the more I think that's like already a thing in
That's
society.
not a thing.
We need to invent water skating as a
What would
group.
that be?
Skating. Water skiing is what we're thinking of.
Yeah, that's probably
Is
it.
skiing?
No, because I already said that. Because
You're
you're
getting
holding
cold.
on to the boat.
What about wakeboarding?
We
That's
ju-
what-
literally just.
literally we
Oh,
said.
my bad. I was zoned out thinking about what water.
Man, it's just
like,
hit like
skating sounds
reverse.
like. You ever get that feeling of deja
Repeat
vu?
everything McGuire says.
Yeah.
No, he said it too. He was agreeing with me that wakeboarding would be skating, and then he was like, "What about wakeboarding?"
I thought you were talking about like surfing and stuff.
That's such a mom moment.
It
right
really
there.
was. You ever get the feeling of deja vu?
Oh, again.
Yes.
Again? But yeah. That's the forms of skating we prefer.
You need a refill.
Good question.
I'll take a small one. Yeah.
All right.
Gotta
Next
drive
question.
home, so I can't have too much of this.
This isn't like last week.
That's right. Next question. Why are you not wearing Matrix glasses? Wait, you probably are if this is a hint. What does that even mean?
The person who asked it is thinking that you're going to prepare in advance and wear Matrix glasses.
We don't do the questions in advance, though. We
Yeah, I
should next time.
know. Which
Yeah.
is why that's a
All right. Next question. What's your favorite oldies song?
ouch. What genre?
Oldies.
Just call
Any
it
genre that's like 80s and before.
think like it's probably like classic rock. Pretty
No,
much.
yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that, but like, there's also like there are like songs that are like classic that aren't rock.
What if it's
Right.
a new song, but it's about an old person?
Not an oldies.
Okay, fine.
Does not
I
count.
don't think it classifies.
All right, what's a good old rock? I can't say best because they're all iconic. There's so many iconic ones.
Stairway to Heaven slaps.
It does.
Yeah.
That song is so good.
So does Highway to Hell.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Highway to
dichotomy
Hell
of
is
man.
not nearly as good as Stairway to Heaven.
So close.
But like
Not in my book.
like Sweet Child of Mine, and
You're thinking that because of the new movie trailer. We just
Yeah.
saw.
but it's such an iconic riff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what's the other one?
The other one, Sweet Child of Yours.
Aerosmith.
Dream On.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Dream On's good.
Also, Beat It by Michael Jackson. I don't know if that counts as like an
It's a
oldie.
little
Is
newer, but
like
it's still
that's
kind of
like
oldie.
I feel like that's like
Thriller's
a-
better.
mm,
Okay, more iconic. Maybe.
Ew.
Not better, more iconic.
Thriller's
it's
whack.
more well known.
Yeah.
Because of like Halloween and everyone's like
Man in the Mirror is still a good Michael Jackson song.
Justin Timberlake.
No, Man in the Mirror. Yeah. Those are good. I'm trying to think. AC/DC's good. When was? No, it's probably newer.
I mean, Tom Petty got some bangers.
That's right. The Eagles. Take It Easy. Good song.
I vibe very hard with Desperado.
Yes.
Desperado is such a good song.
sing a little bit so that I can know what song you're speaking of.
I'm something of a Western man myself.
It's the Eagles. It's like it's the slow piano song. It's just like Desperado. Do 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 do.
We'll have to
do,
listen to it
do.
after the podcast because
Yeah.
I don't recognize the name.
Hey Siri, play Desperado. Don't actually. No, stop.
Siri, shut up.
Yeah, but yeah, oldies but goodies. Isn't that like the quote?
Yes.
Yeah, we like the old times. Modern society and modern music, kind of whack. Not gonna lie.
Oldies
Alright.
but goodies was there in my playlist.
Let's get into I don't know, one or two more questions. What is a Megan asks, what's a modern saying or phrase that you use often and actually like?
Modern saying.
Modern saying.
I mean,
Shift
recently.
in time, TikTok to the modern age.
That made me so uncomfortable, and we're not cutting that out.
What just happened?
I put my hand back here and I hit his arm, and I just caressed his elbow.
He just hit one of these like a little jellyfish.
Ooh, one of those.
Why? Can you read the question?
Yeah, what's a modern saying or phrase that you use often and actually like?
Banger.
Banger.
That's a banger.
I recently, fair enough has been a phrase I
Fair
use.
enough.
Fair enough.
You're a little lost a lot.
I'm a little lost.
You
fair
have
enough.
to say it in like that accent, like fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
Is that a modern saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
TikTok.
Okay.
Tic Tac.
The Tic Tac.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Yeah, that's where like we don't have modern sayings or just like whatever's the most recent TikTok.
Yeah.
Like I passed a Del Taco I passed Del Taco and I thought of free Shavaka. Like,
It's not even new.
Del Taco, we got a new thing called Free
Shavaka.
Free Shavaka.
Those old vines. were
Vine
legendary.
is so iconic.
I know.
I never had the app myself,
I didn't have a phone.
but I did watch the compilation of Vines when Vine was still
Thomas
making
Sanders.
Vine. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you look at how like if you look at like those vines, they're funny, but they're so like homemade videos.
Original is what they are.
Yeah, and
that's
then you
what
look
Tic Tac.
at then you look at
lacks.
Tic Tacs and you're just like,
Everyone does
What
the
is it?
exact same thing, hoping to get famous.
Yeah.
And it annoys me.
It's kind of the problem. You know what modern saying?
That's why TikTok gets boring really quickly. Because it's just like same thing. But Vine,
Trade
it was
offer.
just like not funny. Oh, this is funny, and then you find like 10 funny things in like a 10-minute sitting.
And you have a
Right.
good
But
hee hee ha ha
Tic Tac-
ho ho hee hee hee.
Yes, TikTok you can go 30 minutes without finding any videos that you find funny, which
My
bothers me.
my
Yeah.
father made funny vines.
did he really?
Yeah.
I want to see those.
And he lost all of them when they killed the app. Yeah.
Maybe there's a compilation of your
Terrible.
dad
I'm
somewhere.
Yeah.
This is the mission.
I need this.
It's coming back. Wasn't there like a big like Vine 2 thing where they like hinted at it and it just didn't happen?
I don't know.
Very lame.
Maybe. Why did the app get removed? Like, why were they like, hey, we're not gonna do this anymore?
I don't know. Do you?
I do not remember.
I feel like an app, like something tragic has to happen for them.
Did
to, like,
they really kill the app?
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's not on the App Store anymore.
Oh.
Like you couldn't download it if you wanted it to.
Which is lame.
I don't know. Did
See,
they go
like-
bankrupt?
But like you wouldn't delete the app. You would just stop doing updates. Like
Mm.
you'd leave it up because people would still like
It had
want
to
to
be a
like
legal
put
thing.
their
Lawsuits,
ads
yeah.
on there.
Must have been lawsuits.
Was
I
that
don't know.
before or after Section 30 was revised of the? I don't know. Section 30 would protect them from any like lawsuits regarding content on Vine,
Right, but
but
I don't know.
Section 30 was updated in the last like 20 years, so I don't know.
I mean,
But
Vine.
the Vine
yeah.
is definitely not 20 years old. Well,
No, Vine.
actually,
Vine
I'm
died.
17, so.
But Vine was a thing while we were alive. Remember? So,
But it wasn't starting out while we were alive.
Right.
What was
Well,
like the
No, it's
lifespan of Vine?
That's a good question.
early, I'm gonna tell you early 2000s to like when did it die? Like
Dude, that-
2014 maybe. 20.
Way before that. Way before it was dead. Like the Vine, Vine was like removed from the App Store.
I feel like I was in middle school though.
I was, I don't know.
In middle school when it died or when it became a thing?
When it was dying.
Look up like the
'Cause I
release
remember the
date
Vines, and I wouldn't remember
and like the take
Yeah.
down date of Vine.
Vine app lifespan.
I don't think I would have remembered them if I was like 7.
2013, 2017.
What?
That's recent.
That was
Okay.
5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
But I think 20 like 15, 16 was at like peak, and then 2017 it like died.
It died at
Kinda
January,
like
January 2017.
Kind of like, dude. Have you guys realized how TikTok was really cringy to have in like the first like 6 months or like the first like year,
Yeah.
and then after that, everyone was just like cool with it. Like
Well,
out
it
of
was
nowhere.
cringy because they were doing cringy things on it.
Yeah.
'Cause it was like, oh, it's a new, and it still is when people do like dumb TikTok challenges that like.
Or dances. Dances are unless you can really bust it down.
Yeah.
That's another phrase I like. Bust it
Bust
down.
it down. White boy.
Go to
Are you goated with the sauce, McGuire?
I hate that.
They're really funny. Have you seen the ones where it's like people doing different voices for it? While there's the Minecraft parkour. They're pretty funny.
The Reddit stories on TikTok are good.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of TikTok.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be classic teenagers today and be like, social media, yay! Social media is funny.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how fast culture like online culture changes and then like changes back, and no one who's not on the online culture knows any different? Like,
You mean, like our
parents, millennials.
Millennials are still on like things like TikTok. Like I
Yeah.
know a lot of 30-year-olds who like have TikToks
That's
who
true.
are active on Instagram. Like
Yeah, they keep up with it.
they trying to stay hip even though they're 30. Like
Right. Well, it's
the
like
time is gone.
it became
Move
a
on.
thing when they were
Yes.
like late teens.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, this is a thing, and yeah.
Seems about right.
But no, but our parents over on Facebook have no clue what's going on in the world.
That was a hefty
Isn't-
slurp there.
Yeah, it was. Isn't it weird how like kids are being born now? Like they are being
Like,
born
right
when
now.
like the iPhone like 15 is out.
Yeah.
Like and they will live.
We were born at a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Turn of the century, like that was when like the big superhero movie industry was taking off. That was when.
Can you imagine trying to catch up on all the Marvel movies?
being bro?
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
being
that
able
would
to
be-
go to them as they come out.
Yeah.
That's the best.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were alive when like they were first like picking up and starting the metaverse.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I think
not the metaverse. What's it?
The Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe.
Yeah,
MCU.
yeah,
But like I
yeah.
think I started like MCU. I started like Dad and I would start going to them as they came out, starting at like Age of Ultron. I think.
I was a little after that. The first one I went to see in the theaters was, I think, either Ragnarok or Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange I went and saw in the theaters.
I don't know what my first Marvel movie was. It might have been It might have been Civil War. No, it definitely wasn't that.
I remember when Civil War came out. I remember being like,
Yeah.
what? Because I wasn't like caught up at that point.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
behind.
At that point, I was definitely very on it because that was my obsession.
Yes.
I watched the movies and then I went back and watched them all like again with my dad because I was like, hey, you need to be cultured.
Imagine having to catch up on the whole thing though. And I'm like, other stuff
We didn't
too.
catch up on everything. We just watched like the 3 Iron Man movies and some Captain America.
Which
Like
are the good ones. Yeah.
imagine not watching Marvel movies.
To anyone in particular who doesn't watch Marvel movies. Yeah.
to our thousands of viewers.
It's
Millions,
all
actually.
millions of you.
We've
The
taken this
entire world. You're being held hostage and
worldwide.
forced to watch our show. And here may gargle water and
Gaggle.
gaggle water.
He knows how to pack his cat too.
Well, I got smart pack, so you know it doesn't really. It's not really a challenge, you know.
So confused. I don't even know what you guys said.
Spontaneous Boston accents.
Spontaneous Boston.
Dude, we went to visit my mom's side of the family for a little bit over
Yeah.
Easter, and they're all from like Connecticut. So now they have like normal accents, but when they're together, they slip back to their old accents,
Oh
and
my
it's
goodness.
so funny because they either remove every R from the word or they put like 3 more of them in.
From the
How would you
wood.
say race car?
Be race guy.
Race guy?
Oh, they're like
Get your
drawer,
ace
like a drawer. They
Uh-huh.
say draw.
Draw.
A drawer.
Yeah.
In the drawer. Put your sock in. Speaking of socks, I lost a sock last week. I had one. I had.
Do you keep track of your socks?
Well, no, I knew because it was one. It was a funny sock. I had
Oh,
socks with
okay.
a bunch of tacos on it, and I put 2 in the washing machine and only came back out with 1.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know how that always happens.
That
the
happens a lot.
sock bandit definitely lives in my house
Yeah.
because my socks disappear randomly.
You know, it was like 1 week ago from today.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
We need to mourn the loss.
All right, enough warning. Time for some mayhem. See what I did there? It's the name of the show.
We were saying morning with an OU. Oh.
We could have the morning mayhem talk show.
Sure.
Sure. I didn't want to really go with the W. Do they have W's in New Jersey?
I don't know about New Jersey.
That's a good question.
Jersey's different because they're on the Jersey Shore.
The Jersey Shore.
I can't do accents. I'm so bad at.
I can only say accent. I can do a bunch of accents, but only with like the 2 words of that accent. Like I can't talk in a New Jersey accent except for the Jersey Shore.
Talking in New Jersey accent everywhere else as well.
I can't do that.
Accents are fun. I like to practice them too because it's
They're
always
a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you like need them in a certain scenario.
There was like a comedian that I watched, and he was like, "Yeah, if you're ever getting robbed, like the best accent to have is like a Russian accent."
Yes.
They will just
like imagine like some dude's like put the money in the bag, and it's like you pull out like a Russian accent, and you're like, finally, yes, I'm getting robbed, and then you just start like laughing hysterically, like
Yeah.
I have wanted to get this in America.
In the America. Back in potassium. Before I was able to have own property.
I
Yeah.
owned bippity boppity.
Bippity boppity your potassium, my property. What do you think about that? What's his name?
Rocky Mountain National.
No, what was this guy's name?
Bill.
Bill? Two-eyed Bill? Two-eyed Bill, what do you think of that?
Two-eyed Bill?
Yes, he has 2
Are
eyes.
you
Look at him.
two-eyed
No, clearly not.
Do we name people on their attributes that
He's
are
two
common?
nostril storm. Come on.
Are you two-ear McGuire?
I am.
And he's one mouth cutter.
You know it.
Or he could be two big toe Carter.
Whoa. 40 tooth Carter. Don't you everyone has about 40 teeth?
Well,
About.
do you have your wisdom teeth out?
I don't have any wisdom teeth.
That's lucky.
I have 3, and I have to get them out this summer, and
that
I'm not excited.
sucks. Yeah,
You must not be very wise.
Guess not.
I guess not.
I'm not excited to be on like laughing gas, though. I'm gonna say incriminating things that I'm gonna regret.
You boys ready? Wait. When